Hi, my name is Lane Levine. I am the Community Network Director here at CHI, and that means that I direct the Supportive Community Network program. The Supportive Community Network program will eventually be a network of village-style organizations throughout our community that will support seniors and other residents to age well in their communities. The first one of these villages is called Northwest Neighbors Connecting. Northwest Neighbors Connecting is a community-led, community-run mutual support network where seniors, younger people, baby boomers, newly retired people, everyone is supporting each other to age better in the community. So this means you have some people driving each other to appointments, you have some people changing each other's light bulbs, you have people telling their stories to other people, you have people mentoring people on the careers they're choosing, you have people making friendly check-in calls to each other. You have everything going on in this community. We've only been doing this for about a year now, and even now we have a community that in a small way has changed itself. You have people who see themselves as being in community and as supporting each other to live well together. Northwest Neighbors Connecting envisions an interdependent community where every resident feels safe, secure, and connected. We provide friendly check-in calls for each other. We have an advocacy committee that is working to help people with issues that come up in their lives. We started our work together by having lots and lots of one-to-one conversations. We got to know each other very well. We got to know what each person had to contribute. We got to know what each person wanted from a mutual support network. We got to know what types of activities would excite people, what would make people come to life, what would bring purpose to people's lives, or what would restore purpose to people's lives. People are meeting at these gatherings and at these meetings and forming connections on their own, even though we're not creating a formal system for them to do it. We're creating a community that people can build relationships within. And the more those relationships that get built, the stronger our organization ends up being when we are fully running and fully inclusive of as many members as possible.
I remember they had a wine and cheese party in the Windsor house where I live, but I walked into the same activity room where I used to teach exercise and which would have 3 people in it, 5 people in it, 6 people. Suddenly there were enormous amounts of people, and it was late at night and seniors are toasting each other with wine and sitting around, and I felt it was like the left bank in Paris with these easels and these artists, you know, and it was like a happening scene here, you know. It was great. It was a party. It was life. And some of the women in my building, it's great. It's given them a purpose. They may have felt a purpose before, but now to see them at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, dressed up, hair done, waiting to get picked up, going to a meeting, it's like giving them a zap of energy. In other words, it's gotten them up and out of where they were. That to me is, you can't ask for more than that. People need to be acknowledged, people need to tell their stories, people need to be seen, heard, supported, recognized.
All seniors need help. More seniors need to have people calling them, and I think that it's just wonderful that we can have social activities together. We will be able to help each other. There are times when we can't do things for ourselves, but then we have a volunteer who would come. So that means a lot to me.
Well, independence is a wonderful word, but you know, it's very hard to accomplish it. Because no, I feel I'm independent because I can do my own shopping, I do my own cleaning, I do my own cooking. But if I want to go someplace, I still have to depend on someone to take me to the library or someone to take me to the doctor. And even though my children live here, they all work and they don't have time. And you know, you don't want to infringe on their personal time either. Look, if you're still driving, perhaps you don't need it today, but there'll be a time when you won't be able to drive. So why don't you prepare yourself now so that you have it when you need it? And it's not only that, but you will meet a lot of people that are really so very nice, and they will help you along the way. So you don't have to feel that you're stranded. You're not on an island. There's always something around that can help you.
when you become a senior and you start getting that Social Security and that Medicare card and all that stuff, the government is not going to do a lot of things for us. So we have to depend on each other. And what I like about NNC is that it's not I'm not begging for anything, because even if I say, well, I don't need this, I'm also giving up my time and my talents to receive what other people can give to me. And I may not need all the things now, but later on I will need it. And I think that is something for everybody in NNC. I have met wonderful people since I've been a part of this, not only African American but Jewish, and we have gone out together. So the transportation piece of it, the social committee piece, when we just had the White Elephant sale, I think I brought in like 4 or 5 tables, just spreading the word, and that's because I'm excited about being a part of this.
I have made many new friends in the 6 months that I have been a member. I have spent most of my time helping with a small group that we call the Diversity Dialogue of people who primarily are Jewish and African American, who are trying to get to know each other below the surface on a level greater than just being able to say hello, how are you?
Just as it's important to me, I think it's important for the whole community, because there are people who are or have not been willing to reach out to other people. And so I think Northwest Neighbors is going to open that door wider for people who haven't been willing to step through. I really do think so.
Why should you get involved in Northwest Neighbors Connecting? If there's 30 people in the room, there's 30 different reasons that people are involved. People are involved because they want to ride to their hair appointment next week. There's people who are involved because they want to see their community fundamentally change. You can get involved because you see that you're going to need a community like this in 20 years, and you want to be able to build that community. You should get involved because your parent needs this community now. You should get involved because your grandkids need this community now. You should get involved because your grandkids need their grandparents to stay in their community. If you want to transform the way that our community cares for itself, you have a place in Northwest Neighbors Connecting.
Okay, what I would like to say to everyone in the community is, if you haven't become involved in Northwest Neighbors Connecting, now is your opportunity. Come in and see what it's all about. You might be able to help, or you might be able to receive some service. It feels so good to think that you help somebody and you help them solve a problem. It's rewarding to you.
We really need NNC. We really do.
Try it. I like it. We're all in this together. It's kind of obvious it's only going to work if we stay together and keep talking. Anything is better if it's together.
I love the new friendships, the new people, the opportunity to help others, good refreshments at our meetings.
What a lovely idea of having you talk about Black History Month, and you talk about the holiday of Purim. That story of Esther and Mordecai, and really sort of standing up and taking the risk of saying who you are, to be chosen like that, for me is always a guiding sort of principle, that we are often in positions where we can make a difference if we choose to.
Right. So take your time, browse, and enjoy yourself.
Gosh, that's fine.
You have the next one already for the schedule.
What do you do?
I work.
All right, be careful, honey.
She's really taking your house tonight.